What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a very long time since I posted an update about my surrogacy journey. So if you are new here, welcome to our family channel. Right now I'm just going to be doing an update about my surrogacy journey as a first-time surrogate. So I have some notes here because I have a lot to fill you guys in on, and basically I'm just going to be talking about my experience as a surrogate in the first trimester. I'm now in my second trimester, so I'm going to be kind of backtracking a little bit and just updating you guys, getting you guys all caught up and up to speed on where everything is and how everything has been going. So if you are looking to become a surrogate or you're on your own surrogacy journey, leave a comment down below and let me know where you are in your journey or how things are going for you. I've gotten so many comments from people basically like waiting for another video because, you know, they're going through their own journeys and stuff. So I definitely wanted to hop on here and give you guys a update. So in my last video about 3 months ago, I was, of course, in my first trimester, and I was only 5 weeks and 3 days pregnant there. And I was just basically letting you guys know that, like, I was officially pregnant and, you know, how things were going. So now I am 22 weeks and 5 days, which is just crazy. Like, after the first trimester, things have just been going by so much faster and things have been so much better for me. So I'm very excited about that. But let's get you guys caught up on how the first trimester went, and in my next video I'll basically catch you guys up from the start of the second trimester to where I am now. So I wanted to start by going into the morning sickness and HG that I had. If you're not familiar with HG, basically it's hyperemesis gravidium, I think that's how you say it. It's basically a condition where you get extreme morning sickness. So if you're losing a lot of weight, you can't keep nothing down, you can't really eat anything, you can't drink water, like, you probably have HG. With my first pregnancy with Chance, I did experience this as well. Luckily, I was able to get prescribed Zofran with that pregnancy. It kind of helped control the vomiting and I was able to eat a little bit better. This time around, I've experienced the same thing, but I feel like it was a little bit worse this time. And I kind of knew I was going to get it again, but I also thought maybe I wasn't going to get it because I didn't really know I had HG with my son until I applied to become a surrogate, and it was in my medical records, and I was like, oh, I didn't know I was diagnosed with that. So I kind of like mentally prepared myself to be sick again. But, you know, I wanted to have some hope, and I was like, maybe I won't get that sick, but I did. And this time around, so being a surrogate, everything is put into contracts, and you and your intended parents have to agree on basically everything when it comes to medical intervention, medications, legal stuff. Like, everything has to be pretty much agreed upon. And I kind of knew when I matched with them that they wanted me to be on like as less medication as possible, just for, you know, the health of the baby, and, you know, it's their first baby, so they had their own concerns and stuff like that. So Zofran was not an option for me this time around. I tried the B6 and Unisom, that didn't work. I tried the pregnancy pops, that didn't work. Ginger, nothing was working. So I was finally able to get Diclegis, which is basically like a B6 in the prescription form, but somehow it actually helped. So I won't say that it took all the nausea and vomiting away, but it definitely helped a lot. It was pretty bad in the beginning. So it started around 6 weeks. So right after I had filmed that last video, I basically went into morning sickness and HG, and that's why I haven't posted, and it was horrible. I was completely man down. When I tell you, I was in this bed for like 2 to 3 months straight, all day long, just man down. It was horrible. I lost about 20 pounds. I was in the hospital one time, almost twice, but one time. And luckily I was able to get Zofran at the hospital just because I haven't kept anything down for over 24 hours, and it was critical that I got some nutrients and stuff, and you know, we all agreed that I was able to get Zofran in my IV, so that was nice. Luckily I was only hospitalized one time. I would say when I got off my medications, it kind of helped my morning sickness come down. My progesterone levels were so high. I was really surprised that they didn't take me off the injections prior to 12 weeks. We tried to, but it was just best to, you know, go by the protocol and go all the way until 12 weeks. So I stopped my medications on April 2nd. After that, that was going into the second trimester, so I was kind of starting to get better, but I was still throwing up, nauseous, not really able to eat the things that I really wanted to. So it was definitely still a struggle, but I would say when you come off the medications and your hormones kind of balance again, your body produces its own stuff and, you know, kicks in to help the baby grow and everything, it definitely helps you feel a little bit better. I say mostly it helped me get like some energy back. I was still sick, but I was able to kind of do more stuff around the house and stuff. So coming off medications was nice for sure. And that is basically what I've been up to the last 3 months. Is just really dealing with that morning sickness, trying to make sure I'm getting some nutrients for the baby, and just trying to take care of myself as best as I can. I had my heartbeat confirmation ultrasound on March 1st. So you'll do your beta as a surrogate, you'll do your beta blood draws to confirm your pregnancy, and then you'll have your heartbeat confirmation ultrasound, which is your first ultrasound, still with the fertility clinic, and they will confirm that you have a heartbeat. Usually you'll have 2 ultrasounds. I had one on March 1st, and then I had another one the following week on March 8th. And then I was graduated from the IVF clinic and went to my OBGYN. At my heartbeat confirmation ultrasound, I was 7 weeks and 5 days. They usually do them between like 6 weeks and 8 weeks. Mine was closer to 8 weeks. Everything looked good. The baby had a strong heartbeat, and we just had another ultrasound the following week just to make sure everything looked good again. The baby's heartbeat was still going strong and everything, and then I graduated from my IVF clinic and went to my OB. My first OB appointment was on March 23rd, which was actually my birthday, so it was really nice to have like a special little day, I guess, with surrogate baby and go to my first OB appointment. And I was around 10 weeks and 6 days there. And basically you'll just have like your intake, and you'll either meet with your OB or like your OB's physician. You'll do an ultrasound. They'll go over like prenatals and what to do, what not to do with pregnancy, like just your basic first OB appointment, which went really good. But after that, about maybe like a week or 2 after that, let's say there was some drama with the OB office, and I ended up having to switch OBGYN offices. And I'm not going to go into details about what happened, but let's just say it was a little bit of a stressful time. Not too stressful, but it was just kind of like a lot at the moment. But I do love my new OBGYN. She is so amazing. She's so blunt. She tells you how straight up how things are, and I just feel like we have a really, really good connection. So I guess everything happens for a reason. But yes, I do have a new OB now, and I've met with her twice already. And I did want to mention along the lines of my OB mix-up that I had, if you are a surrogate, make sure you let them know before you even go to your first appointment. When you call to establish that first appointment and make sure your insurance and everything is good, let them know you are a surrogate and you have either an intended mother, an intended father, or intended parents that are going to be kind of like not intervening, but very much involved in your medical appointments and your medical things, and just kind of give them a heads up about the situation, because not all OB offices are very surrogacy friendly, and they don't really have a lot of experience. Not all of them do. So just make sure you mention that before you establish care, and just make sure that you're comfortable with the office and that they know you are a surrogate, because that is very, very, very important. Trust me. But yeah, so April 14th was when I hit 14 weeks, which is now considered the second trimester, and at that point I have been able to eat more, have more energy, still throwing up occasionally. I would say maybe like once or twice a week as opposed to 3 to 4 times a day. So definitely a big improvement coming into the second trimester, and as you can see, I'm back and I'm better now at almost 22 weeks. So morning sickness has definitely came down a lot for me, and that's great. So if you're in your first trimester, whether you're a surrogate or just a new mom or a repeated mom, just if you're pregnant in your first trimester and you're dying like I was, you can get through it. It gets better, I promise you, it gets better. I know some people with HG that lasts throughout their whole pregnancy. They have to be on nausea medication their whole pregnancy, or they'll be throwing up their whole pregnancy, and I'm just like, thank God that's not me. I do still take my nausea medicine just to kind of keep things at bay. I don't think I need them anymore, but I still take it just because I'm scared to go back to throwing up. So as long as I have them, I'm gonna keep taking them. And yeah, take my prenatals, and that's pretty much it. No more IVF medications. And the intended parents were able to come to the heartbeat confirmation ultrasound, which was really, really nice. They were both in the room and they were able to see their baby's heartbeat and just be a part of that special moment. So that was really, really amazing. And yeah, now we're in the second trimester, going into, not going into the third, but we'll be going into the third soon. And I just wanted to give you guys a catch up on basically how the first trimester went for me, because it was absolute hell. I was rethinking my whole life decisions. I was so miserable, I was so sick, I lost so much weight, but I'm doing so much better now. So I know a lot of you guys are probably like, can we see a bump? Can we see the bump date? So let's go ahead and do a bump date. And if you have me on social media, you more than likely already know the gender. If you don't, make sure you head to my Instagram. I'll put it down in the description and I'll put it on the screen also. Follow me on Instagram, and yeah, so all right, here is the bump. 21 weeks and 5 days, and I put some shorts on so you guys can see it. There it is. So if you don't have me on Instagram, make sure you comment what you think I am carrying, if you think that it's a boy or a girl. And I have my little baby on board pregnancy belly ring. Oh, I'm sweating. There's the bump. Make sure you comment down below whether you think it's a boy or a girl that I'm carrying. I've known since before transfer and everything, basically what they chose to transfer. I knew the gender a long time ago. So yeah, they didn't do like a gender reveal or anything, but I did make a little post on Instagram. So if you want to go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, you can see it, or comment down below, and I'll let you guys know in the next video if I'm carrying a boy or a girl. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of how the first trimester went for me as a surrogate. Not too much different from with my son. I was in and out the hospital more with him because it was my first pregnancy, it was my first child, and I wasn't able to eat much, so I was always going to the hospital. But once they gave me Zofran, I basically was able to eat a little bit better. Was still throwing up, but was doing better. This time around, I kind of had to thug it out a little bit, but when I did get that diclegis, it did help. It didn't take everything away, but it did help kind of control the throwing up a little bit. There's not really much of a difference. I mean, you have more ultrasounds because, you know, it's IVF and they have to do heartbeat confirmation and then do another one to make sure, you know, the heartbeat's still there, and then you have your OB appointment and you have your first ultrasound there. So definitely lots of ultrasounds, lots of appointments as a surrogate, but all good things, all very exciting. It's always exciting to see the baby and to see the parents whenever they can make it down. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. Oh, I do have some bump pictures that I can go ahead and insert. I think I have like 10 weeks and 12 weeks and 14 weeks. So I'll insert some of those. But yeah, so my next video will be from the beginning of my second trimester up until now. Basically how things have been going, the anatomy scan, telling you guys the gender, all that stuff. So if you have any questions about how the pregnancy's been going, how my surrogacy journey has been going, or anything about surrogacy in general, make sure to comment them down below and I'll be sure to answer them. And yeah, if you're new here and you came across my page, welcome to the channel. I am documenting my journey as a first-time surrogate, so if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to comment down below. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.